Chiefs Kingdom. Who peed in Craig Carton's cereal? So, Craig Carton calls Chiefs Kingdoms and the fans delusional, right? But let's be real clear here. When that Denver Broncos game where the receiver false started, I'm 100% sure we did not hear Craig Carton talking about the refs then. It was so quiet from Carton, right? We can hear a mouse pissing on cotton. That's how quiet it was. It was so quiet, you could walk outside, and this is exactly what you would hear. You could hear the crickets. You know why? Because at that point, the refs was not cheating. It was, good job, refs. Get them. Stick it to them. That's exactly what Carton was saying at that time, right? But we're delusional, right? Here in Chiefs Kingdom, we're delusional. But the refs are on our side, correct? The refs were on our side also when this last Colts game where they said it was a holding or hands to the face and they called a touchdown back. But we are delusional, right? Because he was silent and we hear the crickets again. But we're delusional, Chiefs Kingdom. So here's a list of the top 5 least penalized teams in the NFL. And then here's a list of the top 5 most penalized teams in the NFL. Okay? Now, we're going to also show you where we rank between the top 5 least and the bottom 5, and where the actual Chiefs rank at in that selection. So when you see this, it kind of lets you know that this weird narrative that people like to bring up, that the Chiefs are getting help from the referees, is kind of like nonsensical, right? It doesn't make sense. So Carton and so many other Chief haters, right? You guys are so quick to point out that we get all the calls from the referee. Like, there's no bad calls that go against us. Well, unfortunately, we just watched this game today, which is the Cowboys and Chiefs game, right? Where there's multiple calls. We had, I believe, 10 to 11 penalties, if I'm not mistaken, at 119 yards. Also, PI calls at the most crucial times on either 3rd and 8 or 3rd and long, when the Cowboys needed it most to keep their drive alive, to keep us off the field. And just miraculously, these 3 key drives are all questionable calls. Like, what really happened? Let's take a look. So I guess in this frame, we're just going to act like we don't see CeeDee Lamb pushing off, getting physical with McDuffie. What is he supposed to do? Really? Now in this next frame, watch Simmons up top. He pancakes the man. No holding. Now in this frame, McDuffie's on CD again. CD pushes off. They both physical. Clean play, man. So to the naked and untrained eye, you might see those 3 plays and you might say, man, good call by the ref. But everybody else who saw those calls, including Dean Blandino, who watched them in live time, said all of those calls were very questionable and could have not been called. He would have liked to see them just let it play out. So when you see that, it's kind of hard when you hear people like Craig Carton
and the officiating crew tried their best to hand deliver the game to the Kansas City Chiefs.
They cheating for Patrick Mahomes. They doing this, they doing that. Y'all, I just got one question for y'all, man. Like,
what the baby gonna do?
What is the baby gonna do? If y'all out here crying, what the baby gonna do? So in conclusion, guys, all in all, as a Chiefs fan, we've gotten some calls. I'm not saying that we have not benefited from calls at all. But what I am saying is, for you guys to be out here making up this crazy, mischievous, diabolical plan that we are somehow paying off the referees to get them to make calls for us. Come on, guys. Really? The best team is going to win every time, okay? There's going to be some calls that's going to always either go for you or against you. But like I said, to make it seem like we're doing something extra special to get calls, that's ludicrous, okay? That is absolutely ludicrous. We have to think about the Patriots, okay? The Patriots, they were cheating. They were deflating balls. That was cheating. They were spying on other teams' practices to figure out their plays. That's the cheating. Like, that's really cheating. So when y'all get to calling out craziness about refs, when it goes both ways, and sometimes you just don't get the call you want, whether it be me as a Chief fan, i.e. Trent McDuffie, okay? Whether it be you as a Bills fan, you short some yards, a centimeter, and they call it, not a first down, okay? It happens, and it happens to all of us. So let's kill this narrative, guys, now. Stop saying that the Chiefs are getting all the calls. Let's kill this, because your team has gotten a lot of calls. My team has gotten a lot of calls, and we know when we see cheating. So with that being said, man, let's end the crazy and false narratives. Also, guys, just want to give y'all a little glimpse at the Chiefs Iron Man helmet that we will be giving away once we get to 70,000 subscribers. Just want y'all to check it out. It's a clean Chiefs Iron Man's helmet. We will be giving it away to some lucky subscriber once we get to 70,000 subscribers.